Hello. This is Charlie Sleeps ASMR. This is my very first attempt at making an ASMR video. Well, that's all right. I did film another video before this, and it came out pretty good, but, I don't know, I wasn't completely happy with how some of the sounds came out. I didn't have a complete understanding of how my Bluetooth mic works. So yeah, I wanted to redo with a different idea. I'm gonna do something a little different. In my hands here, I have my sketchbook. On the front here, I have a little collage. This background here is from a magazine I got at the Dollar Tree. It's for like home decoration. And some stickers that I had. This key here and the stamps. Those are 3D. Same with this little sticker here. It's got like a cushion right here. It's very fun to play with. My idea for this video is to show you some of my favorite books that I have in my collection. Because I just like how book tapping sounds and explanation videos I think are pretty cool. Pretty cool. But real quick, I like to sketch a lot, so I thought maybe I could show you a couple sketches. Let's do the next one. It says, "Welcome to Pottsfield. It's nice here." It's from Over the Garden Wall, one of my favorite shows, especially for the season we're in. And then I got a skull. Goat skull. It's not the most symmetrical, but that's okay. And let's look at that. I got another Over the Garden Wall. That'll be the last one I'll show. It's a little frog from the opening credits. Yeah. It's my sketchbook. I've only had it for a couple weeks. Books. This is The Giver. One of my favorite books of all time by Lois Lowry. Written in 94, I believe. I know it's not won the award, but I'm not sure if it was written that year or not. Not that it matters. Oh yeah, September 94. I got this copy from my middle school library. It was in a free bin, and I read it in one night. I'm not in middle school now, obviously. I would hope not. But for context, I'm 23 years old. Yeah, love this book. And let's do another middle school classic. Well, maybe early high school. To Kill a Mockingbird, To Kill a Mockingbird, To Kill a Mockingbird. was this by again? Harper Lee. That was it. Harper Lee. I think she had a sequel that she wrote that finally came out a couple years ago. Haven't read that, but I heard it was good. This is probably my favorite book I read for an assigned reading. I remember really liking Scout. I had considered the name Scout for myself when I was deciding what I wanted my new name to be. I'm trans, by the way. Use they, them pronouns. But yeah, I was considering Scout as one of the name options for a little bit there. Glad I didn't go with it. I like my name now. Charlie. What we got? This is Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. What can I say about this book? It's a YA novel. And it's about this girl, Emmy. What was it? I had to check. And she's a teenager. I think it's like in between high school and college, that like summer. And she's given the run of her brother's apartment in, I think, Los Angeles. Just had the coughing fit of my life. That was really fun. Yeah, she's given the run of her brother's apartment, and his one rule is that she has to do something amazing with her time there. And she's like a set designer or an aspiring set designer for movies and stuff. And yeah, it's like a little coming of age, and there's a little romance. It's got good lesbian representation, and I've read it a couple times. Really like it. What's next? It's getting hot in this room. Normally I have my fan on, but I didn't want to be too loud. This is my German copy of Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone, or Harry Potter und der Stein der Weisen, Stone of Wisdom. I'm not German myself, but I speak it like intermittently, or not intermittently, intermediately. Oh my god. Speak it intermediately. I majored in German for a bit in college, and yeah, I speak it okay. I can carry on a conversation. I'm not fluent though, by any means. I haven't actually read this book all the way through. I've read it in English, of course, but yeah. Ooh, that could be fun. Fun trigger. I could read the little blurb. I am so sorry if any Germans are watching if my pronunciation is not great. Eigentlich hatte Harry geglaubt, er sei ein ganz normaler Junge, zumindest bis zu seinem 11. Geburtstag. Da erfährt er, dass er sich an der Schule für Hexerei und Zauberei erfinden soll. Und warum? Weil Harry ein Zauberer ist. Und so wird für Harry das erste Jahr in der Schule das spannendste, aufregendste und lustigste. That was not correct. In seinem Leben. Er stürzt von einem Abenteuer in die nächste ungeheuerliche Geschichte, muss gegen bestehen Mitschüler und Fabelwesen kämpfen. Das ist es gut. Das ist es gut, dass er schon Freunde gefunden hat, die ihm im Kampf gegen die dunklen Mächte zur Seite stehen. That was rough. Ugh. My nose is starting to run. Probably not a thing you want to hear. Doesn't sound very relaxing. But yeah, I have a little collection of German books that I got while I was over there. I did a year abroad in high school. I could do a separate video on my German books, maybe. I don't know. I don't have that many. I have like 4. Enough of that. Moving on. Got Room by Emma Donoghue. There's a movie to this. It came after. That's what the cover's from. It's Brie Larson. I saw the movie first. I didn't realize it was a book at the time. And it's a really, really good book. It's a tough read though. It's the little boy's point of view. And basically him and his mom are in this room. Wow, I know. The mom was kidnapped and forced to have this little boy by her captor, and it's just her making life as normal as possible given their dark situation, and just seeing everything through his like innocent eyes is very hard, because you know the stress she's going under and he's oblivious. But yeah, very good read. This one's really good. Annie on My Mind by Nancy Garden is probably my favorite book of all time. It was written in 85, 82, something like that. And it's a YA novel. It was the first YA novel to have a lesbian lead and have the characters being minors and have a happy ending. So yeah, very historic for the community. It takes place in New York City, and the main girl is named Liza. And it's just her, she's like richer, and she falls in love with Annie here, who's from, I think, like the Lower East Side or something like that. She's from an Italian-American family, and it's just them falling in love, and there's, you know, of course, some homophobia and whatnot, because Liza is the president of her school body, which is a private Catholic school, and yeah, it's just they're falling in love, and it's really cute. I like it a lot. I read it when I was 14 for the first time, and I've read it like once a year ever since, more or less. Yeah, very, very good book. I say that about all of them. Got Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Clockwork. This is the prequel series to The Mortal Instruments, and I probably prefer the prequel series. Controversial take. I'm not even gonna bother explaining the plot of this. If you know, you know. But yeah, it's a good read. I don't have much to say about it. I read it when I was in middle school. I was 12, and The Mortal Instruments is the reason I started like really getting into reading when I was in middle school. It I saw the movie, The Mortal Instruments, first, and fell in love. Read that book in like a couple days, and then I just kept going with the series, and I loved the prequel when I got to it. I don't know how I would enjoy the series if I was reading it for the first time now, in my 20s. The fun fact, the original series was based off of a Ginny and I think it was an incest one of Ron and Ginny. Don't quote me on that. Actually, don't quote me. But I know Ginny was involved. It was a fan fiction, a Harry Potter fan fiction it was based off of. And it would explain all the weird, like, incest plot points that are, like, it's a surprising amount in the series. And Cassandra Clare does have a habit of reusing character archetypes a bit, like, to the point where it's, like, confusing who's who. Like, everyone has very similar backstories. So yeah, I don't know how I would enjoy the series if I read it for the first time now, but because of my nostalgic history with it, I still go back to it from time to time. And there's nothing wrong with that. We like what we like. Oh, and I forgot to say, for the Harry Potter book, I obviously do not support J.K. Rowling. Oh my god. I got that book before all that happened. Yeah, fun disclaimer. This is a no-turf zone. And I have one more book. I'm a monster, and I do get rid of the jackets. I have ADHD, and I'm really bad with remembering where they are. Not like I don't organize them anywhere. So I just kind of lose the jackets. But we have Midnight Sun. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, my makeup is like starting to melt off of my eyes. I need to take it off in a minute. Midnight Sun is the companion to the first Twilight book. The Twilight series is mostly in Bella's perspective. And then this is Edward's perspective of Twilight. So, yeah. If you know the Twilight series, you know that Edward is quite unhinged, and this book just confirms that. The things he says. Craziness. I have my little bookmark I made. Got little mushies, little mushrooms. Cute. I feel like I should read a little excerpt. We'll do the first page, because I'm too lazy to find something more fun. This is Edward Cullen's dramatic ass inner monologue. Chapter 1, First Sight. This was the time of day when I most wished I were able to sleep. High school. Or was purgatory the right word? If there were any way to atone for my sins, this ought to count toward the tally in some measure. The tedium was not something I grew used to. Every day seemed more impossibly monotonous than the last. Thank you, Edward Cullen. Thank you, Edward Cullen. Thank you, Edward Cullen. That wasn't like a good example of what I was mentioning, his unhingedness. But yeah, I like the Twilight series because I watched it again when I was too young to watch it in middle school, and as Team Edward, of course. It's just one of those things that's lingered. I like watching it for fall. I've read this a couple times. Yeah, I have like literally an entire PowerPoint presentation on the ties to Mormonism that Stephanie Meyer has within this book. And I made it for a presentation night that I have with my friends. That one's an upcoming one, though. I haven't presented it yet, but it's made. I took my ADHD medication, and then I just did it. Every thought I've ever had about the topic. Alright, I have been filming for about 20 minutes now. I'm getting sweaty. I want my fan back on. So, probably gonna call it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, yeah, my name is Charlie Sleeps. Charlie Sleeps. Charlie Sleeps. Charlie Sleeps. I hope you have a good day or night or afternoon whenever you're watching this. And if you're getting ready to sleep, I hope you sleep well. I hope you have good dreams.